just finishing up the sanding of the bottom section. When I'm nearly finished, what I do is I use the back of...
I see your hair.
Shh. No, they're looking here. I use the back of a piece to really burnish it up, just the cloth side of the paper, just to give it a bit of a burnish, a luster, a sort of a really smooth touch. Being careful to work into all the little grooves in those sections. And that's what it looks like so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'll undo the chuck, I'll turn it around, I'll remount it on my screw chuck, which is here. It's just a piece that I made from an offcut. So it's the same timber. I've turned a little tenon, which is sort of 13 mils on the outside, matches the 13 mils of the mortise that I turned in the bottom of the piece, and I drilled at the same time a sort of a pilot hole just to take this what is a chipboard screw. There's no real reason for it to be anything else, but I'll mount that underneath, and I'll turn the whole thing around, and I'll use the tailstock to help me sort of line that up. So I'll do that now.
This is what it's going to look like.
Okay, thanks Tom.
For people to
You
see.
can send it to people so they can watch.
Right, with me in it.
Yes.
Oh no! I just made a mistake.
So behave. Shh.
Oh,
So I've pushed that on. The concave bottom meets the flat tenon. So it stays pretty straight, but it's never perfect, which is frustrating. Which is why I sanded before, so that when I remount, I'm only working on the ball, and the ball will have its sort of its own center. And if you do a good job, you can't tell at all, but you know, it's not on the same plane as the other ones.
Say what your name is.
Just on, shush. Okay.
Oh.
You can watch if you want. Okay.
Okay.
Make some space. So just bringing the tailstock up, aligning it with what is the center, hopefully. A couple of turns, see how it's going okay. Make sure it's held in place. Then tightening the scroll chuck, checking again. Running pretty central, so I'm happy with that. What I'll do now is I'll just cut the waste off with a hand saw. I could parch it off or do those sort of things, but there's a lot of weight out here that I didn't turn down, and you know, being only about 10 mils here in the middle, it's quite fragile. I don't want the whole thing to sort of to break on me, so I'll grab my saw. Excuse me, darling. Alright, bring the bits back into place. Just checking the final heights. Accurate still. I just made sure I just double checking. Alright, this is essentially a really fat bead. It's not. I haven't gone for a ball, probably because I couldn't. But I really want to try and roll this in one step if I can. The finish is much better this way. Very good finish on the top. Only for Dad. Excellent. You're making me lose my focus. Yeah, absolutely.
Daddy.
Thank you very much.
You know you're in the middle of...
Yes, go ahead. How's that for service? Thank you, Abigail. You can see it's starting to take its shape. Excuse me. Because it wasn't quite centered, I've actually had to reduce the size of it a little bit because it was slightly out of center, so I had a flat spot developing on the wall here. Owing to my skill level and how close I reckon that is, I'll finish that, pop some oil in it, and call it quits on this one. Oh great, sawdust in my pancake. Yes, Abs.
Like, there's a video going on. Sure. Oh. Wow, that's
okay.
How is it?
It's not as good as some of the best ones, but it's better than that one, which is good. Just comparing it to some other pieces. Alright, so that's essentially finishes the turning. I've made up a mix of an oil from a company called Organ Oil, which used to be an Australian company. I think it might still be, but they had some problems a little while ago, but they're still around, which is good. And just some walnut stain. I chucked the stain in just to sort of just to make sure that the consistency was there. Some of my walnut has a little bit of the lighter wood in it, the lighter coloured wood in it. Maybe it's the sapwood or it's just a streak in the wood. But this is sort of a burnishing oil. So you can use super fine sandpaper, or you just use the towel, the cloth. I'm going to do this a couple of times, so I'll mount this one. Sorry, this one is mounted. I'll finish this one once or twice now, and then I'll take it off. It'll set aside. It'll dry like the others here. I'll remount it on the same. Shh, please. I'll remount it, and then do it again, probably several times, and then I'll remount it a third, fourth time probably, and wax it to finish off. A sort of a trying to get a bit of a sheen, sort of a low gloss, sort of almost not even a gloss, probably a matte finish over the entire thing. So switching to a dry part of the cloth, just adding pressure and heat, getting that burnishing effect. You sort of kind of get like this internal glow from the timber. It's really nice. Not in the game, but just an extra one. So you know when you get to the end and you get a promotion?
Oh!
That way you don't have to use an upside down rock. Right, girls, come and have a look.
Whoa!
What do you think, Gabs?
Cool. Dad, did you even hear me when I said I could skip?
What do you think? Is it smooth?
Yes.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
Alright, thanks, Ryan. Bye-bye.
Hi. Did you really hear me when I said I could skip, Dad? My dad's just
Yes, Tom, I did.
My dad's just going to do the finishing touches. Or maybe he's just taking it off. Are you going to make the horse?
One day.
What about the rook? And what about the rook?
Dusty one, new one, number 9. So now I get to go through and pick out a couple. Not sure, might have to go for number 10 yet. I'll see how the set actually looks. But let me just see if I can line them up here for you. Get rid of some dust. So there's 8. We'll see how they're looking, and grab the other one from upstairs. Not too bad.
I'll go get it.
Hope you enjoyed watching someone else hack stuff, and thanks for watching.